In other news tonight, a killer is still on the run after a gruesome murder in Queens, New York. A mother of two stabbed nearly 60 times. Her body then placed in a duffel bag. Surveillance video showing the suspect dragging it across the street and leaving a trail of blood behind. Correspondent Tom Negev is live for us in New York tonight. Tom, we have learned of a series of disturbing text messages that the killer apparently sent to the woman's husband.
Right, Marnie, the whole story really hard to even imagine. Those texts haunting, cruel, and threatening. But tonight they may also be pointing police toward a potential suspect.
Surveillance video released by police sources to our NewsNation team in New York shows someone dragging a duffel bag believed to contain the body of 51-year-old mother of two, Orsolya Gaal. The bag dumped about a half-mile from her peaceful neighborhood. Police say a trail of blood led to Gaal's home.
On Friday, we saw her in her backyard with a dog.
She was a very nice person, very nice, very loving with her kids.
Gaal's husband and oldest son were out of town Friday night. Investigators believe she went out, met someone she knew who took her life in the basement of the family home, using the victim's phone to send a chilling text message to her husband. Your whole family is next. As police went door to door over the weekend, residents worked to process what they were being told about a quiet family, their neighbors for nearly a decade.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even know what to say.
Truly, no one really does. The New York City medical examiner says that Gaal was stabbed 58 times. Marnie, some of those wounds were defensive, meaning she fought for her life. No information yet about a potential motive or a possible suspect profile being developed, although we're getting the sense police may be getting close to doing those things. They've been canvassing the area, not just for information, but for video as well. We also know there were no signs of forced entry at her home.
Just a horrific, horrific murder. All right, Tom, thank you. I want to bring in Paul Belli now. He is the president of the International Homicide Investigators Association. Paul, I know we gave you this case early in the day and said start digging on it, see what stands out to you. After looking through what information has been made available to the public and to the media on this terrible murder, what really are you focused on right now?
Well, from what I can see, they're focused on exactly what I would be focused on. They're doing their canvas. They're looking for that video evidence. Clearly, they've already developed some of that with the individual walking with the duffel bag. And you're going to try to put together what was occurring in that neighborhood that night.
There's a few things that obviously stand out. I mean, from an investigative standpoint, they have that surveillance video. So they've got a man strolling down the street with this duffel bag that has this woman's body in it. Maybe a potential motive when you look at some of these text messages that then were sent to her husband. You've got the body, you've got the evidence. I'm assuming they have a lot of DNA. So how quickly do you think they put all these pieces together?
Well, you know, we have to look, too, that this is the type of case that is going to take a significant amount of prosecutorial effort once we get to that point. So you're going to go very, very slow and methodical in the beginning. The speed may not be what we want. However, putting all of those pieces together, making sure that you're not missing anything, since you only get one chance to do it right, is really the key here. So timing will hopefully be soon. However, these could often drag out.
You know, you often think of a crime of passion, and if she knew this person, police indicate that there is a chance that she knew her killer. She was stabbed 58 times. What do you make of the fact of that violent of an attack and that she was fighting back?
Yeah, the number of stab wounds is significant to me. That doesn't necessarily mean that you would discount anything else, but knife attacks are typically very personal and violent, and clearly this one was, certainly with the number of stab wounds.
And finally, real quick, we've seen the text from the killer from some local media reporting. How concerned should the family be right now when the killer texted the husband and said, your whole family is next?
Well, I think the concern would be the same for anybody in that position. There's a lot that the detectives don't know yet. There's obviously a lot the family doesn't know. So I would be concerned for them. And if it were me, I would be concerned for myself.
It's a tragic case. Paul Belli, we appreciate you looking into it for us. Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.